A big day for the ACLJ, the American Center for Law and Justice. We are launching, as you heard in the tease of the broadcast, a sister organization. If you're on our email list, you are getting that email as we speak. You might have already received it this morning. It's called ACLJ Action, a 501c4 organization. This is to take the expertise of the ACLJ, but to take it into the states, to take these battles right into your state legislators, a little more hard-hitting, a little more directly involved in politics.
I'm pretty excited about this. This is really great, taking it into this arena and defining issues in the great way that ACLJ does. And you know, I know there's legal obstacles, and that's why we're creating ACLJ Action to be able to get more biting when it comes to the fight.
For instance, we're going to be doing a congressional scorecard, but we're tailoring it for ACLJ. It's still it's ACLJ Action. So we're going to tailor it so it's on the issues you care about. So when you get those scorecards, we're going to go into the states. One of the first ones right away is after the Dobbs case comes out, hire lobbyists to work on pro-life legislation for you. It's like having your own lobbyist. So we're going to pool our resources together. We want you to join at acljaction.org. And again, Dan, this is something we thought about for years at ACLJ. We really believe that the Dobbs case was the right time because that's one we have such expertise on.
This is what this gets us to do. Our ACLJ Action team can go in and start not only crafting laws and bills, but suggesting things that need to be done, or more than suggest, demand action. That's why it's called ACLJ Action. We've got the court work done by the American Center for Law and Justice, and we've been doing that for 3 decades. We've got a new initiative now at ACLJ Action that's going to let us get involved, let this team get involved at a whole different level.
What is the big difference between ACLJ and ACLJ Action? I think what happens is there's a lot less restrictions between what is
because the donations aren't tax deductible,
right?
So
it's not it's not a charitable organization. Right. It's just like social welfare organization. That's why you join as a membership, and what it does through the Federal Election Commission, through the IRS tax code. This allows us to take more direct issue advocacy, like hiring our own lobbyists. So you'll have your lobbyists for you in states that when we put everybody's funds together, that will go in and put forward legislation you want, fixes you want. And we can go down to the very local level. Depending on the resources we have available at ACLJ Action, we can get more and more local. So while there's a Washington component, there's also the state component, of course, a big state component. And then ultimately, if we've got the resources, an even more local component like the school boards and parental rights and issues like that.
So we are going to be in a position as a membership organization to take direct action. Now, if there needs to be something, somebody needs to be sued over it, your American Center for Law and Justice is going to be there. But to be able to stop it before gives us another way of approaching this for the families of the United States that want to see American policies first.
Over the years, obviously what you do as you've mastered the legal fight is to see a whole, to see something that needs to be done from a more political action-oriented viewpoint. And so I love how thoughtful this has been, how you've moved to the point of being frustrated for years and now are taking on this next challenge. It's incredibly important because if you don't get ahead of these issues, then you're constantly going to have a legal fight. And there are times that when we take action beforehand, we can avoid a legal fight. So I see ACLJ and ACL Action actually working in conjunction, almost like a balloon, where if you're just squeezing one side and it keeps popping out on one side, you can now squeeze on the other and really make an impact.
It's not just about law. So, of course, the ACLJ, that's where the ACLJ's focus is really in the legal realm. We do have government affairs, but it's a legal-based organization, and that's our expertise of so many decades. But what this does is let us take the fight to the radical left on the battleground, on the battlefield, before the issues end up in court. So while we're able, again, to utilize all of the great resources of the ACLJ, this sister organization is able to take the fight into your state against some of your bad politicians and bad policies and bad issues, but also supporting positive legislation.
Go over to acljaction.org right now. acljaction.org. And if you have the $25, join it right now. Become a member. If you are not able to, and we understand that, at least sign up so you get informed and educated. It's a different kind of information you're going to be getting from ACLJ Action than you get from ACLJ.
I explain it as it's another weapon in the arsenal, a big one. We kind of call it the difference between, this is kind of bare knuckle, getting involved into some of those fights. We know we have the expertise to do it. You know we have the expertise to do it. We needed the right organization to do it. So we've been working on it for a year. We've had a team working on making sure all the legal structures are right, preparing for this day where we could launch and you could join.